Hello everyone, Mish here, your certified MBTI practitioner. Back with ESTJ. So our ESTJ is known as the efficient organizer. So ESTJ is extrovert, sensing, thinking, and judging. So I'm going to tell you what an ESTJ looks like at their best, characteristics of an ESTJ, how others may see you, and your potential areas for growth and development. So first things first, an ESTJ at their best are super organized. They love projects, procedures, policies. They love to copy and paste situations. And they really like to get things done. So if they have a checklist, they want to check everything off, put that checklist to the side, and move on to their next task. Because they are extroverted, they really enjoy interacting and working with others as long as those people are competent and able to do the job or work towards the project that we're all collectively working towards. So characteristics of an ESTJ, you'll find that they'll have a very objective approach to problem solving, and they can be seen as being tough when the situation needs it because they've got the ST in the middle. Again, everything's very black and white, and because they're extroverted, they say it out loud. They have little patience when it comes to inefficiencies, people who might seem confused or lack follow through. This can get them very frustrated quite quickly. They are logical, analytical, and objective. They are decisive, clear, and assertive. They're also practical, realistic, and very matter of fact, and they're very systematic and very pragmatic. They really like to focus on the present, so what's here, what's now, what's tangible, what can they see, taste, hear, and smell. And they really like to look at their past experiences, like I kind of said. They like to copy that and paste it to the experience that they have now. So it's kind of that whole, if it's not broke, why fix it? Just keep it exactly how it is. We don't need to change it, okay? They are really great administrators because they really understand systems and procedures very quickly, and that's how they excel in their roles and in their life. So these are people who like routines. They might wake up at the same time, go to the gym, eat this breakfast, go to work, and are very happy to have that routine pretty much every single day. They like to... They're really great at kind of project managing things that happen. So they're able to look into the future, see what needs to happen, and then work back and get all of those details with their sensing and their thinking strengths, and be able to build and accomplish what that task needs to look like. They're great at delegating and following up and holding the team accountable to making sure that the project is moving forward. So how others may see an ESTJ is because they really love systems, procedures, deadlines, they love schedules. People can really rely on them to take charge and to get results. They can be overpowering at sometimes because they know exactly what they want to happen. And again, being extroverted, they're able to communicate that quite clearly generally. However, their communication can be very straightforward and direct, which in the wrong context or in the wrong situation or dealing with an opposite type like an ENFP, it can be perceived that they're not taking people's feelings into consideration. They can be very gregarious. They're always center of attention. Relationships and the people around them are very important to them. So they love working with people with tasks, games, traditions, family activities. They love to plan and organize those things. So if you have an aunt and an uncle who loves to plan your family reunion and there's games and there's this and there's that, they may be an ESTJ. And they tend to be viewed as very decisive, outspoken, and self-confident. Lastly, your areas for potential growth and development as an ESTJ is making sure that you are evaluating information and not doing that inconsistently so that it becomes too harsh, if this makes sense. So what can end up happening is if that your thinking isn't developed, you may try to copy and paste too much that it becomes harsh for the people around you, that there's no wiggle room, that there's no feelings, that there's no buy-in from the rest of the team, so just be careful about that. You might make your decisions a little bit too quickly, so again, it might disrupt your family members around you or the team that you're working in because you've just made the decision and you're going to go, and people might feel like their voice has not been heard. You also want to be careful that you don't look too rigid or that you come across as a know-it-all. And lastly, I would say the biggest thing for an ESTJ to work on, your least developed function, is your feeling function. So emotional intelligence. When you're making those decisions, whether it's short term or long term, really taking a second to pause and see how those decisions that you're making or how you're approaching those different decisions impact and radiate to the people around you. That will be the last thing kind of on your mind to think about. So always make sure that when you make a decision, you're gonna have to force yourself to say, how does this impact the people around me now and later? So that is an ESTJ. I hope this helped you understand your type a little bit more. Leave comments below on what you'd like to see more when it comes to an ESTJ. See you in the next video. Bye.